in terms of individual stock-specific action. Overnight, the big global story was, of course, that U.S. banking stocks saw their worst day since 2020 in last night's trading session. So what really led to this sell-off? What is the kind of impact that we're seeing because of this on global markets? Rima is here and she's at the big wall to take us through all of the details. Rima?
Well, thank you very much for that. Let's start with the Asian market picture, where you are seeing deep cuts. Hang Seng is down close to about 3% The Korean markets, Chinese markets are seeing cuts of 1 and 1.5% respectively. This follows the deep sell-off that we had on Wall Street, where the tech-heavy Nasdaq was down nearly 2%, but even the Dow Jones had a cut of 1.7%. So what led to this rout? Well, it's the financial space, and here we had two big financial stocks which collapsed. The first one is SVB Financial. This is the parent company of the Silicon Valley Bank. This is a bank which largely funds in banks, tech startups, and SVB Financial plunged 60%, and it's at the lowest level that we've seen since September of 2016. That's one. The second one is Silvergate Capital. Now, this is a US company, a financial company, which is a crypto-focused bank. And this saw a decline of 42% as it disclosed its plans to voluntarily wind down operations and liquidate. Now, the ripple effect of these two financial accidents was felt across the rest of the banking sector. KBW, that's a banking index. It's a benchmark, and it constitutes nearly 24 of the financial stocks in the United States, and that was down nearly 7%, its steepest drop since June of 2020. Now, what is the market worried about? The market is worried about potential losses in the huge bond portfolios held by the other US banks. Is there going to be a contagion impact? And secondly, the very sharp interest rate increase that we've seen in the last 12 months in the United States is hitting the frothy corners of the market, the tech and the cryptos, which is why SB Financial caters to the tech sector, while Silvergate caters to the cryptos. In fact, let me put out an interesting tweet which came out from Uday Kotak, and you've got it on your screen. He says the overnight developments in the US banking markets, analysts, investors underestimate the importance of financial stability for the balance sheet of a bank. When interest rates move up by 500 basis points from zero in 1 year, an accident is waiting to happen somewhere. And that's what we had yesterday. There is also anxiety about the non-farm payroll data, which comes out at 7 p.m. India time. Remember, the January number, that's last month, was not just hot, it was sizzling hot. The market was expecting a figure of 200,000. We got a number well over 500,000. What does February have in store for us? Remember, the market has been underestimating the strength and the resilience of the US labor market. The actual number has beaten consensus for 10 straight months, the longest since 1997. And that's going to be the big data point that we will be tracking today. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Rima, for putting all that together. And yes, the global market and accidents over there having an impact globally as well. We have to brace up for some more cues coming in from the global market, as Rima was pointing out. Let's also hear out some views on that. What